let me get to this next topic. This one is actually pretty interesting. It says, if sex were no longer a factor, do you think men would be more or less interested in women?
I was so confused by what. Exactly
like, what do you mean no longer a factor? Like,
let's say like,
yeah, lost y'all pussies. Like,
okay, let's go with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
it's a pussy shit.
let's just say in this world, women just lost the ability to have sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you think men would be more or less interested in women?
I feel like they wouldn't be less interested. I just feel like they wouldn't know what to do. Whereas though, like nowadays, they either use their mans to go get a girl, or they either go to the clubs, or like they be like, "Hey, I can buy you this," and then we go back to the crib and then do this. But it's just like they lack the being romantic part. So it's like I feel like it wouldn't be less interested. They just wouldn't know how to go about a female. To be honest,
That sounds less interested to me. Like,
no, they just it wouldn't be interested
because if the main goal is to
they
ultimately
just be scared. Like,
So
I
they
don't
be
know
still
what
trying
to
to
do.
they be still trying to bag y'all, but
I mean, but like, what's the other option? Yeah.
your mouth.
I'm just not saying.
that is always
There's always an option. I mean,
Yeah, gonna have to come.
yeah, I don't even know.
Pros at that.
I feel,
no way.
no. I feel like
she went
less
viral
is such a big
too.
thing.
That's crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
What you say?
I feel like less is just like a big thing in terms of like, I guess, relationship interaction. So I don't know how that would work. Cause I feel like, well, actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that for real.
Say it.
I'm not even gonna say that.
Say it.
Right? I was like,
Nah.
damn.
Say it.
You got to say it
Right,
now. I'm trying to figure out what you're
go
trying.
ahead.
I just feel like us as humans on this earth, the way we were created and stuff, you
Right.
know, something got to get satisfied. And if the woman can't do it, then y'all would link to each other. And you know what?
We gotta bring it to this, man. Why is
That's
everybody?
what you know.
it's something
Somebody's happening. It's not like it's not.
yeah, heavy on. It's not like it's not happening already.
What is the other
It is.
option for real?
You know, like
And my first thought was your mouth, and her first thought is another nigga. Like, what the
I
fuck?
mean, it's already happening.
Yeah, with those type of niggas, man. But we talking about straight niggas. Like,
Let's not even do that because some of them be a little, you know. Let me not even scratch that. little
Bro,
topic.
the statistics don't back up what y'all. Y'all just be throwing all types of homophobic rhetoric out with no
you,
data.
You
or
trying to tell me
statistics,
that
like,
you
know what I'm
dated
saying?
a straight guy,
She hasn't. She just going off
and
of
now
social media.
and now you
know
find
that.
out he gay, and now you find out he gay.
Hey, some of y'all be a little sassy.
That's not what I
Sometimes
asked
y'all
you.
be under the
That's
table.
not what I asked you.
I mean,
Have you experienced it?
I don't want to comment on that.
okay, but hear me out. I feel like it might not start off as like that, but but here's the thing. After time goes on and there's just like no more sex, you know, eventually I think the mentals is going to get there. It might not happen right away, and y'all might not realize it, and y'all don't want to realize that. Because right now, I understand there's a little fire for that. I understand. However,
A little.
I mean,
Big
it's
fire
not
for that.
it's not really a
Big fire for that.
It's not really big.
but I'm just saying,
fire.
eventually over
But
time.
there's so much other things you could do with a woman before we get to this point. Why do you think that we just gonna be like, you know what? They ain't got no more pussy. Let me go. What? Come on. Like what? You can slide it. I'm about to get vulgar. You can slide your dick between some titties. You can fuck her mouth. Like, niggas, y'all got other options. Like, before you go to a guy, like, that's crazy. That's really crazy.
I think
it's a thought.
I think to give context to this question, this topic, right?
Well,
Yeah, because I think to give context to it, because you know I hear women only say that men aren't really interested in women; they're only interested in their bodies. So I'm saying, you know, if you guys didn't have that body portion to give to a man, do you think men would be interested in? Do you think your personalities is good enough? The companionship is good enough? You know, because what I'm seeing from men is that, you know, men are seeing that without the sex, they are looking at women as more of a liability than an asset. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, so that's why I'm trying to actually have a productive dialogue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and y'all are women, like, you know, what outside of your body, because obviously y'all don't want men to, you know, sexually objectify women and stuff like that. Outside of your body, what do you think most women would have that a man that could that you could offer a man that would make him want to be around you or be in your presence? Like, that's where I'm trying to get to the conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like, damn, we don't give them no pussy. They fuck it. We ain't got nothing else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I
yo.
mean, like,
They gonna like niggas.
I forget her name. I'm sorry.
Tamia.
Like Tamia was saying, it's like, I don't think some men know what to do outside of that scope. Because it's just like, even like me, like in my personal situations where like that's not necessarily on the table, it's like, then it kind of becomes like a thing where it's like, okay, then I don't really want to
Pursue you.
Yeah. Like, it's not going anywhere.
Like, if that's not there, then what are we doing?
Yeah.
It's like, that's not the only thing that can happen.
But see,
that'd be the
What are you about to
problem.
say?
Nobody.
What are you about to say?
Hold on. What you mean it's not there though? Like,
What do you mean?
It disappeared.
Like,
What do you mean?
No, like if sex is on, okay, so
Sex
like,
is not on the table.
why would it?
Why would it not be on the table?
You celibate?
I am.
She's I was gonna say she's a very faithful, like she has a strong faith.
Strong faith,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So yeah.
Shout out to
love
you.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's valid. That is valid. But again,
Like-
it almost goes to like, you know, I think what we're seeing in society now from women is that, you know, we only looked at men in a societal aspect from an aspect of them providing financially. Now that women are able to provide for themselves, they're starting to say, listen, we have less of a need for men like we used to. Therefore, now men have to show up in other ways to, you know, show a woman that we are worthy of her time or whatever the case is. Now it's vice versa. Like, obviously, y'all know historically men have always pursued women for sex, obviously to reproduce and stuff like that. If that was taken off the table, now what do women feel like they can offer a man outside of their body? And that's where I really want to get to. Like, you know what I mean?
The table. I can offer the table.
Who offered the table?
No, I'm playing.
I mean, I feel like this is more like a question for like you guys.
Yeah,
though. Like,
I feel like at
like
that
what do you
point-
like outside of sex? What
What do you
you
think
got
a woman
on?
has to offer?
Yeah.
But this is why the women are here, because we want y'all to voice y'all all. Like, what do y'all have?
You want us to
offer?
tell y'all what y'all
I
got
mean,
to
I feel like a woman has a lot to offer.
That's what we're trying to
but
get to.
no, but
That's what
mind
we
you,
are trying
everybody's
to.
personality is different. Each personality is its own entity.
Okay.
I feel
And
like
everybody
at
is going
that
to
point-
mesh to something different for real.
Right.
But what do you guys
Right.
think? Though? Like,
Yeah, so what do you like? What do y'all think
So
about
you
that?
specifically, what do you have to offer outside of the kitty? As a matter of fact, let's start here because you already there. You know what I mean? No, so
Don't
I
put me
mean,
on the spot.
my bad.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
She got the most experience.
Wait, guys, wait. I feel like at that point, if it's off the table, I
Mhm.
feel like men are gonna start actually caring to get to know the female.
Oh yeah.
Because let's be real, a lot of men really do just chase sex. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a known fact. So without that factor, you're gonna
Mhm.
actually start to get to know the female. It's not about what do we have to offer. You're gonna actually sit down and want to know, like, is this someone I'm gonna be compatible with? Versus let me just hit it and then let me, get on with my
Okay,
task.
I
You're
can
gonna
see
want to
that.
sit down and get to know every female. You're not gonna waste your time with everyone because there's nothing to do besides get to know someone. You're not gonna spend your days getting to know someone you don't want to deal with.
Okay.
That makes
So
sense.
so
No,
it,
makes
it will
sense.
lead to stronger
Exactly. It'll
relationships.
lead
you
to,
say.
real things.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Now we starting to make some progress.
I've been trying to say this
Like,
for the past 10 minutes.
damn,
What else-
she was
what
waiting.
else are we going to give them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
Every time I said it,
what else are we going to give them? I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo. So would y'all agree that, so it would work vice versa with men? Like, you know what I mean? If men can't necessarily provide a woman with finances, that means a woman would have to get to know him outside his finances?
but okay. You guys are gonna start barking on me. And I know you guys are gonna
It's
start
a
barking
double
on me.
standard. Like,
No. It's true. But I feel
Mhm.
like with females specifically,
Mhm.
we're raised to like get a husband, like get to know someone. We want that whole love
Y'all are?
aspect, that whole marriage
Yeah,
aspect.
what do
We
you
do. But men
I'm
aren't
strong,
put under
independent,
that
and don't need no
pressure.
man. That's what y'all, wasn't y'all raised
But
off
you
that?
first of all,
I
I
was-
saw a podcast snippet where someone sat there and explained like the whole background with that. Not
Mhm.
everybody wants to be strong and independent and not want a man, but you're in certain situations where you gotta
Right.
fend for yourself
Mhm.
until you find someone that you could be submissive with and you deal with. But you're not gonna sit here and be submissive and dependent on nothing.
No, nobody
Like
said
we're
that.
both not
You
gonna
just
do-
said, my thing was, you just said we were raised to
we
want
were
husbands.
raised.
I
But,
said
like,
that's a
think about it, though.
contradiction because
don't-
I believe y'all was
everybody-
I was about to
raised.
say, yeah, like it's like the whole like Disney princess aspect. Like everybody wants like their Prince
Exactly.
Charming.
Yeah.
Like you want that, like the love aspect. I feel like
It's
more
instilled.
women want that.
But y'all,
than,
y'all
like,
grew up with that in the household? I mean, talking about movies.
I mean, I didn't grow up with it necessarily in the household,
different.
but
You're
like
going on different.
you said raised.
but it's-
like,
no,
You
but it's-
are though.
but it's
Even though
something that
not
we
in the
see,
household.
though.
Like your mom's gonna tell you, like you hear conversations. You see every movie. Like you see, like the woman is so happy to get married that special day.
Yeah.
Like it's in
so,
everything.
so the
you
movies is
see.
raising y'all.
The Disney
No.
movies
The
with the
point
with the
is,
white
it's
with the white
everywhere you
characters.
see,
That's
though.
you saw yourself
Everywhere
in the
you
white
see.
Disney characters. That's what you're saying.
I mean, but that's
Not too much
another
on
topic
Princess
that we can
Tiana.
get.
Have
was
you
about to
on?
say-
Because you know that's not how Tiana was rocking though.
like
Okay.
she had her own business and she had her man.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay, shout out.
I ain't never seen that
Word.
one.
You never seen
Like,
Princess and the Frog?
Nah.
The Prince and the Frog?
Princess and the Frog.
Nah.
Nah, you know.
Brandy
Nah, y'all
was
need to see
Cinderella
that.
too. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Brandy
Oh,
was
yeah.
Cinderella.
Paved the way so others
Oh,
could
yeah.
walk.
Yeah, she was.
And did.
And she got her prince.
So you're saying more women were raised off of that than a strong, independent, I don't need a man.
Yeah.
Yes, you are raised on that. And then lifestyle, like things happen in life that makes you, unfortunately, get that mindset. I'm not going to sit here and say, I don't want a man, but I can say I'm independent.
You're an adult.
I am. I'm independent.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you just say you was an adult?
What do you mean?
I'm saying you're an
There are
adult.
some
Like that's what I'm
adults that are
saying.
not
Like
independent, though.
yeah, but being a responsible adult is being able to be dependent on yourself,
there are
right?
still adults that are not independent.
I'm just saying. Anytime you spit, like everybody here in this room is independent. I don't think Keem. I never heard you tell everybody that you was independent. You pay your own bills. You do everything by yourself. You work, right?
Okay.
Pat your back. You're independent.
Okay. You don't
I
need
don't
a,
need
you don't need a pat on the back, God.
That's
You don't need no,
regular shit.
you don't need no affirmations or the world to tell you that, right? You just
Nah.
that's just calling to be an adult, right?
Yeah, just
Okay.
regular shit.
Listen.
Yeah, regular shit, like type shit.
Listen.
It's regular shit, yeah.
No, because basically what
Listen.
just to go back to the original, just to go back to the topic is just that
What topic we on still? Oh, yeah.
you take the sex off the table because that's what we want to we
Yeah.
really want to get to because of like again if men are looking at the data market, and I'm not saying all men, but there are certain men who are looking at women as more of a liability than an asset. You know, outside of the reward of the sexual pleasure, like men don't feel like they're getting as much in exchange nowadays. Like you know what I mean? So that's what we're saying. What about the sex side?
I think it would lead to stronger connections, like she said, though, because once that's off the table,
Brad.
you gotta you gotta make sure, because normally when you got an annoying woman, that's what you look forward to combat the annoyingness. You know what I mean? So if that's off the table, you really gotta make sure you solid with this partner. If that's off the table, you know what I'm saying? So I think it would lead to more genuine connections, and also. Women might actually have to do something in relationships because you can't give it for Christmas and your birthdays. There's no more.
What women are y'all dealing with?
Huh?
That's
What women
I'm
are
trying to
y'all
figure out.
dealing with?
Yeah.
Are you dealing with?
Here we go with the what women.
No,
are
because for
doing.
real, like
When
you talking about they not doing nothing, they not bringing nothing to the table. This hypothetical
Right.
table, like they're not getting you gifts, like
Because I like to spend just
who are y'all spending time with?
Oh, so y'all old ladies that buy your man gifts.
Yes, I don't have
and
no
y'all take
problem
out your
spending.
man and all that. Y'all take out
Yes.
all that.
It's
Okay.
cute stuff.
If I see something that I like from a man, I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm getting it.
Call your ex right now. Like call him right now.
You ain't gotta
Like,
tell me twice.
you said, damn, you gave me a reason to call back. I've been trying to rekindle that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, now you texting him like you like yo now.
No, because he's at work.
Oh, all right.
I'm not one of them. I want to
Okay.
make sure while he's
Okay.
at work,
Very
I'm like, I'm
respectful.
get very
Very
mindful.
Oh, dear Lord.
Very demure.
Very
Very demure.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Want me to call him now?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
right now.
Listen.
Now put it on speaker.
She's like, yo, I'm just live for me real quick.
No, I said, what you doing?
That's true. You gotta see what's going on first. Someone calling the wrong time.
That's a real best friend right there. Like, I mean,
Or I'm gonna stand beside her.
He's not answering.
she ain't even let that shit ring. I was just
I
seeing it
did.
like, nah, that shit
Twice.
ring. Yeah, all right. She did it.
called
I looked at it. She did the call and hang up. Like that's what she did. Like
I really didn't. Look,
Okay, it did. It did.
It
go
did,
straight.
it did.
All right. She was
She
ready.
did text him.
Y'all,
said,
y'all
"Put your
still
shit
talk? Oh,
Yeah,
clearly
we
y'all
do.
still talk. You know what I mean?
Okay.
we good friends. We good friends. Good friends.
You good friends with Jax?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So why y'all not together though?
Long story. I won't comment on it.
So if you get a new man now, right? Being that you're good friends with Jax, and he not comfortable with that, you cut him off?
Yeah.
Okay, yo, you saying all the right things today. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Must be a Long Island. She from Long Island.
Hey.
Like, Long Island thing, like, you know what I'm saying?
But why
What
is
does
that a
that even
discussion?
mean?
Like,
Huh?
it's not a discussion. If he says I'm not comfortable with that, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the logical response. There will be some women who will insecure your way intact out of that conversation. You must be insecure. You don't trust me, and there are women that would do that. Like in that
Or like
situation.
sometimes I'll be like, okay, what made you feel like you need to say that? Like, what situation happened that did I do something? Like, I'll ask like just to get an understanding, and I'm gonna be like, all right, I hear you. Like,
And you would be okay if he had like a ex that he was cool with,
no,
huh?
no, because if
No,
you're
let me
telling-
ask the question
Okay,
again.
go ahead.
If you had a boyfriend
Mhm.
and he had an ex that he was cool with,
Mhm.
would you be okay with that?
To a certain extent, because I'm gonna ask questions first before I sit here and be like, you need to cut her off. Just like how he possibly had a situation where though he felt some type of way about me being in contact with my ex. Okay, but I'm gonna still have that same conversation with
So
him.
you doing that to be petty, or
No.
that's how you really feel?
That's how I really feel.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't do that. I mean, I'm not even gonna say I don't do that petty stuff, but I do that petty stuff. Yes, but when it comes to my relationship, I'm very 100% on communication.
Okay.
That's
Until
a
I
big
feel like
one.
you start and being a little petty, then we gonna go petty to petty. That's how I see.
But that's petty. Like,
That's not very, that's not mature. That's not the
Yeah.
mature adult thing.
Mature,
that's
but
not
like-
demure. Like,
I don't even know if you used it in the
I
right
don't know.
context. You know what I'm saying?
and then
But,
like subtle or some shit. Like, what if you looked it up?
Shy.
Shy,
modest,
conservative.
Modest.
like-
Modest, conservative.
Cutesy, very
Mm.
cute.
Right, yeah, that's
Very
not
mindful.
cutesy. It's not the-
Like, yeah. Listen, anyway, let us know in the comments if y'all think men would be less or more interested in women if sex was off the table.
and let us know if y'all tired of demure.
For sure. Like,
Very
I
classy.
mean, niggas is
Yeah.
definitely tired of that shit. The
Word.
women is like, that's the new word of the
I haven't
year.
even been hearing it. I just been seeing it. And it's
Last year it was entanglement. Everybody was obsessed with that word. Now this shit
That
is
didn't
just-
catch
it
on
was
to me as
sassy.
much
Yeah,
as
that didn't
demure.
catch on.
Yeah.
I was
Once
confused.
I was like,
everybody was saying they had an entanglement after
Everybody
that shit.
was
Like,
saying
you know
they
what I'm
had an
saying? Like, every time you
entanglement.
got caught up, it was an
Or
entanglement.
if y'all not in a relationship, y'all in an entanglement.
Mhm,
Like,
for
I
sure.
never understood that. Like,
Yeah,
what was the
no.
point?
Let-
Demure is catchy.
Yeah.
Like,
Very classy. Very demure.
you see the way I cross
Very
my
much so.
legs?
Oh,
Very
dear,
demure.
dear.
Oh my gosh.